you know the friends with benefits relationship, right? So it's pretty common in Australia now, and it doesn't really make a commitment because it's much more easier. And then, but on the other side, people struggle with this kind of things because all men's like same purpose, even girls. Yeah. So do you have any experience like this kind of relationship before?
I recently just broke up with my girlfriend. When we met each other 2 years ago, she's a French girl. We also had like in a way an open relationship. We had in the beginning an open relationship or like friends with benefits. You see each other, but you're not necessarily exclusive. You always get to a certain point where you like have stronger feelings, and then you need the communication and say maybe clearly to the other person that I would like to be exclusive now. And I had also a bit trouble with her in the beginning because we kind of missed a bit the period, or like I kind of missed the communication where she said to me we are exclusive, and I was started seeing other girls, and then she knew about it and she wasn't too happy about it. You just eventually get to the point where you have to make the step to say, okay, we are an actual couple now.
Yeah.
So you don't like the friends with benefits relationship?
No, I absolutely not. I feel it's fun at the time. You think it's fun until someone gets feelings, and that always happens.
Yeah.
Even if you think it doesn't happen, it does. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Personal experience.
Okay.
Or you just take it easy. Like I said before, I'm always going with the rhythm that I meet someone in a new place. You see each other, you enjoy the time you have together, but then I have to go my own way again, and you always want to split up in a good way. Miscommunicate, and one person falls in love, the other person has other plans, and you go different ways, and it doesn't end really.
Feelings to you? You are not really.
I had feelings to her as well, but like you said, in Australia now the life is sometimes, I feel like I learned here in Australia a lot about love and relationships. And I only had one relationship back home, and I was super young as well. So here I learned a bit more about relationships, and I feel like there are really different levels of love. You can even love someone, but still maybe sleep with someone else.
So Hinge is good for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you met anyone yet?
Yeah, I've gone on a few dates, but
Oh, was it?
yeah, they were good, but I don't know, just more friendly vibes.
Okay. No, sorry. Friends with benefits relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty common in Australia.
Yeah.
Maybe anywhere around the world.
Yep.
So people don't want to commit,
Yep.
Relationship and kind of casually hook up, just enjoy a little bit. What do you think about this relationship?
I think if you both agree on the terms, then it can be fine, but I think if one person likes the other person, then it's not going to work, and it's just going to end in heartbreak. You cannot be emotionally attached with friends with benefits, no. Otherwise you'll get heartbroken. You don't want friends with benefits, just purely not emotional.
Do you think is that possible for you?
Yeah, I've had that before. I think it is possible.
So it's like a doing exercises? No, because no emotion, right?
Yeah, no emotion.
But
But it is really hard to not
It's
let
hard.
Yeah. I feel like you have to, I don't know, having a good like open communication is good as well, just to make sure you're both on the same page at all times.
Yes, definitely. Did it work?
Yeah, it did work, yeah.
Yeah. And now no more, or still doing?
Yeah, still doing. So still working.
Still working. How long?
A few months.
Okay, few months.
Yeah.
Not too long yet.
Not too long.
Okay. So it's gonna be continuing.
For now, yeah.
Okay.
It's fine the way it is.
Fun? Okay. What about friends with benefit relationships? So obviously there are lots of types of relationship exist nowadays.
Yep.
So some people say, oh, sex is just like exercise or something like that. People prefer this kind of relationship.
Yeah.
What do you think about this relationship?
Friends with benefits? Well, I mean, at the start, it's fun and exciting, but it always gets to a point where one person catches feelings and one person maybe doesn't.
Oh.
And unless you both catch feelings and you end up together, I can't do friends with benefits because I'll always end up catching feelings.
You're gonna be loser.
Yes, I'll be the loser. The loser.
Okay.
It always ends up in upset. I had exactly this back in the UK, and I was the one that caught feelings.
Yeah, and it's hard for girls not to because we're it's such emotional creatures as well. We always
Okay.
like when we have sex. Yeah, when women have sex, they release oxytocin, so it's like a love hormone. You know, men don't release that unless they're having sex with a woman they love. So we catch feelings very easy.
You can't be like exercise.
Yeah. I'll just go to the gym for exercise.
This episode.
yeah, I just do some bicep curls.
Okay, so men and women sounds like different.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't work. Well,
No, didn't work very good.
Okay, have you tried before?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
It was like on and off for quite a while. And
Didn't work?
it did and it didn't. Like, I kept catching feelings, but be open and honest with each other. And if I was catching feelings and he wasn't, you know, we told each other that and we were okay with it. But I'd always say it.
Yeah.
you say?
Well, then it just becomes like
It becomes messy.
because
Messy.
one person likes this, one person has feelings and the other person doesn't, and then their feelings end up getting hurt.
I think unless it's work, there's too much emotion in sex.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
So it's a bit complicated, I think, especially with the travel life. It's not as simple as maybe like our parents were growing up. You meet someone when you're young and then you live with this person your whole life. Travel-wise, it's not really easy to keep a relationship going on because, as I said, like we pretty much meet each other in different chapters, and then for some reason you can just probably split up because everybody has to go on his own way, like build up his own life, you know. And then you meet up again, and for some reason, like the feeling, they're not just there anymore because this was something that was connected in that specific moment. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Shouldn't be emotionally attached, but I would say our lifestyle is easy going, but we are really intense people. So once something just explodes, some emotions, some feelings, this is gonna be always really intense. So you just try to make the best out of it. But then for some reason can happen that the same thing that happened with this girl, like after a little bit of period, like could happen with somebody else because we're just matching, you know, and once you got feelings, like these are things that you cannot actually control.
Yes. Can you control this kind of feelings?
I've been starting a process, try to not let myself be dragged by emotions too much, because then I'm gonna be in a situation where my emotions, they're gonna control me too much. So I always try to keep myself like easygoing. Let's say whatever I feel, I just try to expose it. But in the same time, I kind of wanna take care of myself. So make a balance and go slowly with things. I cannot let myself be dragged by emotions too much, because otherwise I could fall down. Like once you're too high, then when you fall down, you're gonna hit the floor really.
What about you, Max? Because your girls, maybe she fell in love with you, but you are kind of, you're not kind of ready yet.
Yeah.
You control your feelings.
I believe it's impossible to control your feelings. I even myself